Hi guys, this is Sam with Practically Posh Life, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. It is still going to be in the holiday gift giving series, but I don't think I've ever done this type of video before. It is what I got my husband for birthday/Christmas. Specifically, it's going to be birthday because he has a milestone birthday coming up in just a couple of days, and I have finally finished all of the theme gift shopping, and I'm really excited about some of the things that I got for him. So I thought I would take some time today before, and I won't upload this video until after his birthday, but before I give everything to him, to just show you, because I think men are really hard to shop for sometimes. You know, if they have a hobby, but over the years and the longer the men are in your life, you feel like you've gotten them everything, and it's really hard to get them some different things. And this was a particularly special birthday, and unfortunately, just due to quarantine and the pandemic, we're not able to celebrate in the way that I wanted to originally. So I really wanted to kind of have some sort of a over-the-top impact at home. So as I mentioned, my husband has a milestone birthday, so he is turning 40. And originally I'd planned to have a huge surprise party and just all of his friends from like high school and middle school on up, and just everybody get together and have a really good time. Obviously we're not able to do that, so we are just going to be at home, just the family. And what I wanted to do was something a little bit different. I'm like, gosh, I don't want it to be like what we do every year, which is kind of open a few gifts, go out to dinner, or like order in and happy birthday. So it struck me that I wanted to do 40 gifts. So yeah, the guy that I struggled to buy one gift for, I said, he's turning 40. Wouldn't it be amazing if I had 40 gifts? And he came, you know, downstairs the morning of his birthday. The whole place was decorated and there were 40 gifts laying around of different types of things. So that was my mission, 40 different gifts. And so I feel like I'm not going to go into all 40 of them because some of them are gag gifts and probably not appropriate for YouTube. But some of these I think are really creative ideas for any budget, for any men in your life, teenagers, teenage girls. I think anyone that's difficult to shop for, some of these take a standard item and make it a little bit of a creative twist to it. So I will jump right into some of these ideas. Again, I'm not going to go through all 40 of them, and I have wrapped almost everything. So if it is like wrapped, I'm not unwrapping it. So I will insert a picture, but if it was in a gift bag, I will pull it out and try to show you what I can. Okay, so I'll start with the really small stuff that are like gag gift or just kind of cutesy things. Candy. So I just assembled a lot of his favorite candy. He is a Reese's fanatic, so I just got a bunch of different Reese's candies and put them in a gift bag for him. So one of the gifts is going to be Reese's, a bag of Reese's candies. The other one is gum. He loves a specific brand of gum, so I also got him a few kind of bottles of the gum that he likes and put that in a gift bag. So that's another one. So you see here, y'all, I cheated. When you're trying to do 40 gifts, you start to run out of ideas and you're like, now it's going to become your favorite things. The other thing that I thought he would like, there's a specific drink mix that he likes that is always out of stock. And he's been complaining the last several weeks of, hey, did you pick up my drink mix? And I can never find it. And I'm like, I only got one, or there were none at the store. So I just got a bunch. I found a bunch and put them all together in a box. And he's going to think that's funny because, again, he's been complaining about this particular drink mix that he likes to mix in his water. So that is another idea. So I would say that whole theme is just their favorite snacks and candies. And I think that for holidays, you tend to want to do that for stockings anyway. So I think that that is a great idea for men. Okay. So another thing that I got him is a t-shirt. So the first gift that I'm going to give him on his birthday is a t-shirt to put on. And this particular t-shirt I love because it has a floppy disk, a VHS player, and a cassette player, and it says vintage 1980. So I thought it was really, really cute and funny. And he is a techie person, so he will appreciate the nostalgia and the throwback to the technology of that time. So that is going to be kind of gift one that he gets, is something to wear and to put on. The other gift that he's going to be given right away, and I am going to number these to make it really fun, and I'm going to keep like a list of all of what is in each number, and tell him he has to open them in that order. So that is number one. And then number two I got on Amazon, and it's just kind of a birthday sash that says 40th birthday king. And then it also has a 40th birthday king crown. So t-shirt, sash, crown. And so those are gonna be the first things he opens and kind of gets to put on and wear for the rest of the gift opening. All right, so then there's that. And then another thing that I did is my husband goes into work, into the office every day, and he doesn't have a bag. So he kind of keeps things strewn in his car, but he really doesn't have a bag that he brings into work. And I was trying to figure out the best bag for him, and I settled on a backpack. I was gonna do like a messenger style bag, but listen, I don't know if he's gonna be down with the messenger bag. So I was like, I'm not gonna waste my money because he might be like, I'm not wearing this. So I decided to stick with a backpack. I figured it was safe and I knew he would utilize it. And so what I did is I got this backpack, which is a tech backpack. It's by Maxpedition. I got it on Amazon and it was on a really good deal, but it is a tech bag. So it actually has a bunch of different compartments. It has like a USB cord right here built into it. And so you can put all sorts of gadgets and technology in here, and I just thought it was really fun. And then what I'm gonna do is inside the backpack, just put a couple of little things that he could use. So this, for instance, and the theme for all of it is black and gold. So everything is gonna be wrapped in black and gold wrapping paper. So this is one of the things inside the backpack, and it's just a pair of wired earbuds. You'll see as we go through the gifts, there's also some wireless earbuds. But I really think as a good backup in case your battery on the wireless one dies, it's good to have a pair of Sony. These are just some Sony wired earbuds. I'm also gonna be putting in the backpack a really nice Yeti cup. And so I also got this on Amazon. And right now he's using like one of my old water bottles because he just doesn't have one. So I thought I'd get him his own really nice, and this is sturdy material water bottle. And I can't remember, 18-ounce water bottle. And I like this one because I think it can fit in the cup holder of his car. I didn't want to get any bigger and then it wouldn't fit in the cup holder. And I also think it can fit in the side of the backpack. So if he's drinking something in the car and then going into the office, he can just stick it in the side of the bag. So I will be wrapping this and also putting it in there. So this is going to be like a gift that is inside. The gift is the bag, and then there's multiple gifts inside of it. And so I will also think of a couple of other little things to wrap and put inside the backpack. So that's another idea, is a tech backpack or any sort of work bag, and then fill the work bag with some of their favorite little items, trinkets. You could have put the candy in there, you could put the gum in there, an umbrella if they tend to need one and never have one, gloves, a hat. You could fill it with a bunch of different things. So that is one thing that he's getting. And then lately, and I don't know if it's been like a way to exercise some control in the middle of a pandemic, but I have really been into going down a rabbit hole on prepping and just making sure we have different items around the house for prepping and preparedness in general. And so one of the things that we did not have was just stuff in our car if we ever, ran out of gas, if we ever had an emergency and we're stuck on the side of the road. So I put together like emergency car kits for both of us and just sat them in the trunk so that if anything ever happens, there's stuff in the trunk that we can use to kind of get through roadside assistance, or if we've got the kids in the car and they're getting squirmy. But in that same survival preparedness vein, I picked him up this little pouch that I think is going to go inside of the backpack. And it's called a Maxpedition, and it's an everyday carry bag. And inside of it is just a bunch of stuff, but I stocked this puppy. It was meant to be like a small little, like you can stick it in your glove compartment or stick it in the side of your car. I packed it so big, I don't think you can do any of that, but I'll just open it up and show you. But there's just a bunch of stuff in here. There's a little travel cologne, there's a flashlight, there's a Tide stick, there's a Sharpie, there are wet wipes, there are tissues in this like top part up here. Over here, there is a power bank and then the cords that he needs for the power bank and to charge his cell phone. So if for some reason his battery is dead or he's out and his cell phone dies, he can charge it because he knows he's got a charger. This is just a multi-tool. So I purchased a multi-tool as well. It has pliers, different tools in it, a knife as well. And then on the back side of this, there's like a zipper compartment, and inside of that, I just stocked it with hand lotion, an extra mask in case he's out and forgets to bring his mask, or, you know, needs an extra one, some wet ones, and then just a little baggie with different like medications in it, some like Advil, some, you know, Motrin, stomach medicine, all sorts of things, just the little travel size pouches, and I just put those in a Ziploc bag and stuck them in here. So if he's ever just in a pinch, 90% of what he might need, he can find in here. And I think I stuck like a $20 bill in there as well, just so that he's got, again, everything. And then this little thing up here is just some chapstick. So this is another little pouch that will go inside of this backpack. And again, if he's just heading into the office, he can just grab this backpack, and he knows he's got a bunch of different things that he will need with him at all times. So that is another gift idea. Then, gosh, I'm looking around and trying to figure out where to go first. This is another gift idea that I thought was pretty cool. Let me get through a couple of the boring things. I also got him some clothes for work. I don't know if any of the men in your life are like this, but my husband doesn't really buy anything for himself unless it's like technology, but he doesn't really buy clothes for himself very often. And usually what he does have in his closet are things that I have purchased for him through various holidays over the years. So I basically refresh his wardrobe through holidays. So he got a couple of like polo shirts for work and a couple of slacks and dress pants for work as well, to again just refresh. And lately I actually convinced him to try Stitch Fix, and so he has actually been doing Stitch Fix and usually keeps a couple of items from his fixes as well. So he's really starting to like refresh his wardrobe. So I just got him a couple of more pieces to go with it. So that is also part of the 40 gifts. He's got at least 5 clothing items, I think, somewhere around there, 4 or 5 different clothing items. So another thing that he doesn't buy for himself is a wallet. So every wallet he's had since we've been together has been from me. I buy them, they wear out, I buy another one. And that's kind of how it goes. He keeps the wallet he has until it completely falls apart or it's looking raggedy, and then I gift him a new wallet. But this year what I did is I put a spin on it. I got him a wallet from Coach. And I usually just go to the Coach factory outlet. I find that I can get the best deal. And just a nice men's wallet, great quality, but I'm not breaking the bank. And so this was about $50, and it's the kind of wallet that I know he would like. He's not into like fancy patterns or any of that. He just likes a black leather wallet. And this one has kind of that pebbled texture to it, which I think is nice because scratches don't show up as much when it's coming kind of in and out of your pocket. So this is the wallet itself. And then when you go inside of it, what I did is I put gift cards in the inside of the wallet. So the first pocket just has a bunch of Xbox Game Pass gift cards. And what I did is I did the e-gift cards, which were on sale. If you look on Target.com, they are on sale. I don't know if they'll still be by the time I post this video, but the 3-month Game Pass is usually like $45 and it was on sale for $20. So I picked up 4 of them so that it's a total of 1 year. But they come electronically, and so what I did is I printed them, cut them out, and laminated them so that you have the Game Pass, and then on the back I laminated the code to it. So it kind of looks like a little card since I didn't get it in store, and I didn't want to just hand him a piece of paper. So he's got 4 of those up here. Then he's got an Amazon gift card to use. Then he's got a Google Play gift card to use. And then he's just got a plain old, let me see if I can get it out. Just a plain old Visa gift card to use. So I just kind of packed the wallet with a bunch of gift cards. And so I thought that was a fun twist on just either handing someone a gift card or handing someone a wallet. It's kind of a gift with little gifts inside of it. And I'm a huge fan of that. So I think this is a great idea if you're trying to figure out what to get your brother-in-law, your father-in-law, your husband, your teenage son, a teenage daughter. I think this is a great idea where you could just pick up a wallet if they're due for a new wallet or they don't have one, and just stick a couple of gift cards, and they don't have to be high value gift cards. You could get a $10 gift card to McDonald's, a $10 gift card to Target. Just spend like $50 on gift cards, but split them up into like 2 or 3 different places and just put them in the card slot of the wallet. And it's just like, again, this nice gift, but then they open it and there's little gifts inside of it. So I thought that that was a good idea. And again, as I'm trying to get to 40 different gifts, this is like 5 gifts in one, with the wallet and the gift cards inside of it. So that was another one. And then on the sentimental side, this is probably the gift that I am most excited about. It is a throwback, okay? So I found this on Etsy, and I will link the shop below, but first I'm going to show you the first gift he has to open, and it will be labeled Open Me First, and it is a cassette player. So it is just a retro cassette player. I got it on Amazon for like 20 something bucks. I wanted originally to get like literally the Sony Walkman as a true throwback, because I mean that's what I had, and I remember when I got my first Walkman it was like a big deal. But y'all, like Sony Walkmans are like $60, $70. Brand new, like a couple $100s. If you can get them used, it's still like between $40 and $60. And I was like, this boy is not walking around with a Walkman. This is a cute sentimental gift, but we are not spending significant dollars on like a Sony brand Walkman just so that he can say, oh, this was fun, and then never use it again. So I felt like the 20-something price range for a cassette player was about right for me, and you can get that on Amazon. But the reason I got him a cassette player is because I made him a mixtape. I'm so excited. Do you guys remember mixtapes? If you're super young, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about. But do you guys remember having a boombox and listening to the radio and just sitting there with your finger on the record button, ready to record the song when it came off, when it finally played? I did that. I loved it. And so I know he and I used to joke and talk about how we used to do that as kids and, you know, preteens. So I made him a mixtape. And when we first started dating, no, cassette players were not in when we were dating. We were moved on to CDs by then and MP3 players. But he made me a mixed disc of our, you know, different songs we'd listen to in our relationship. So I went with a cassette because I just thought it was so cute. And what I did is, this Etsy shop, you send them the playlist on Spotify, and she makes the mixtape for you, and side A, side B, and you send her pictures and she makes a custom cover to the mixtape. I mean, legit, these are like old pictures of him as a kid. And then on the inside, it has like the playlist of all the songs. It says side A, side B. And then it says Jason's 40th birthday mixtape. So I'm just so excited. I think he's gonna absolutely love it. It says it like on the spine here as well. But that was the sentimental gift that when, I have no idea how the idea struck me, but when it did, I was like, yes. And it was really affordable. So this was like a 20-something investment, and I think you could probably find it cheaper if you try. Or hit up them relatives. Somebody got an old cassette player that they'll let you borrow. Or have. But this was with tax and shipping, $27. Not super expensive, but has so much sentimental value. And I know these songs are gonna take him like way back. So these are the songs that I know he listened to. And as I was putting this playlist together, I was like jamming. I was like, oh my God, that's my song. Like, let me give you a hint. Like, some of these are like 90s songs because I tried to pick the time where he was like old enough to truly appreciate music. And when he was like 5, 6 years old, that wasn't it. So it was really more like 90s, late 80s into the 90s music that was really his vibe. And so do you guys remember Montel Jordan? This Is How We Do It. Like, I know that song was overplayed, but that is one of the songs on here. Because I'm like, come on. That song comes on and everybody in my generation knows it and starts jamming. So this is the sentimental gift that I'm really excited for him to open, and he is not going to see coming, but I really think he is going to appreciate and enjoy. All right, what else? I think I got through most of them. I also got him some wireless earbuds. Now he has an Android phone, so getting him Apple AirPods or any of that wouldn't make sense because he doesn't have an Apple phone. So I wanted to get him some really nice kind of AirPod quality earbuds. And what I ended up going with were Bose. Bose is a really good brand, so I ended up getting him some Bose wireless earbuds that I think he can use either at home or when he's on the road or at work. So he also has some Bose. Those are wrapped, so I'm not going to unwrap them. And then a bunch of action figures. My husband is like a complete nerd and a techie. Like, he loves gadgets and technology. He loves anime. He loves action figures. He is like a big kid in some ways. And so those are the areas where I have to lean on him to give me ideas, because I just cannot go to the toy aisle in a store and pick up an action figure. He's gonna be like, oh my God, that's the play line. Nobody plays with that. I don't want that. I want this exclusive blah, blah, blah line that costs like $100 per figure and is rare. And so I am not an action figure enthusiast, so I don't know that stuff. So I always ask him to send me ideas of different action figures that he kind of has on his wish list, or are being pre-ordered or coming out. And so he's getting at least 5 different action figures from his wish list. And these are, again, figures that are not cheap. They are like, you know, $100, $75. Because they are better quality than what you find in like the Target toy aisle, or they're exclusive, or they're limited edition, or things like that. And again, he collects these figures. So those are some things that he's also getting. And if you're wondering, I have to keep this list because I wrapped everything, and I have stickies on everything because I don't know what is in them anymore. Once I wrap them, it like goes right out of my brain. So I had to keep a running tally of what he has. And then for his big gifts. So he is getting a really big gift from me, and the gift is going to be the PlayStation 5. I will insert a picture. I'm sure you guys already know what that looks like, but it is already wrapped and I'm not unwrapping it. But he is getting the PlayStation 5. With the PlayStation 5, he is going to be getting the dual controller stand and an extra controller. So those are the 3 kind of PlayStation 5 bundle items that he's going to be getting. And that is something that, again, I mentioned, he is big into technology, big into gaming. So he already has the Xbox X series that just came out. And then I have the PlayStation 5 for him. And that is, I'm not going to bother linking it down below because it's really, 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 really hard to find. It takes an act of God. It's a lot of work, but I'm really glad that I was able to get that for him, and I think he's going to be very excited to have that. He is also remodeling his office in the man cave, which is kind of his gaming room, his all-in-one room. So to go along with the new system, and he is just remodeling. So I also picked up a new desk, a gaming desk for him. And so I will insert a picture. It's huge. It's in the garage, hidden right now, but and I'm not going to wrap it. I'm just going to pull it inside on his birthday. But that is also something that he really wanted. So that is another big gift item for him. So hopefully all of this spanned a huge spectrum of stuff, but just in case, again, you're looking for different ideas for the men in your life, or again, I think a lot of these are gender neutral ideas that you could leverage for anybody in your life, quite frankly. And I really try to span the spectrum of really expensive things like a PS5 that I don't think are quite reasonable everyday items to give someone, to just other things that you can get, a fun way to present a gift card, you know, sentimental items. If you have somebody that is a like 80s, 90s fanatic, that mixtape is such a cute idea. I think it's great if you're in a relationship and you have an anniversary coming up to get them a mixtape of like love songs or something that you guys, that represents your relationship, or like a soundtrack to your relationship. Or again, if you have somebody who's just a fan of the 80s or 90s, you can just put all their music onto a mixtape. And I just think it's such a fun, lighthearted and sentimental gift that's again, of all the things that he is getting, that is the one that I think I'm the most proud of and the most excited about, because it truly just was from the heart, and it wasn't it wasn't like an expensive item, but it was something that I think is going to take him back in time, and he'll really appreciate it. So hopefully this gave you some good ideas, and if you haven't already, be sure to check out what I got my kids for Christmas. I will link it in the iCard above, and I will see you in the next series of videos coming out, including stocking stuffer, night before Christmas, and holiday hits and misses.